This is the 3V, it's called the Paratus 3-day, I think it's called 3-day operators bag. It's their backpack, it's their biggest one that they do. I'm going to call it the Paratus just because it's easier and quicker. I just wanted to walk you through some of the features on it because it's a really good little bag actually. Content wise, it's in store about 40 litres, it's about a 40 litre pack. It's made from a very hard wearing, as you can see, very hard wearing 600 denier fabric. It reminds me of the dry suit that I've got that I go diving. So this fabric's really thick, really bomb proof, and most importantly as well, it's completely waterproof. From the features, I'm going to walk you around slowly because there's quite a lot going on this pack, so I'm going to just do it bit by bit. For the main pack itself, you've got some clips on the top here which help adjust the straps out the front. I'll come back to those in a bit. But from the main compartment's point of view, you've got a double zip here with a really nice flap going over the top so that when it's raining it just keeps the rain from gently dripping inside the bag. The main compartment itself, he said, opening up, I would say stores about 22 litres, maybe 25, and it has a sleeve inside that's padded in here for your laptop, so you can put your laptop right in the back, and there's also a hole just through here, he said, just this little section here, so if you put a hydration bladder in the back there for a 3 litre one, you can run the hose out through the top here to the front, which is kind of cool. So that gives you the kind of a view of the main compartment. There's also a secondary compartment here which doesn't look that big, but it's really rather large. Again, there might be about 10 litres storage capacity, 8 or 10 litres just out of that one. And again, zip across the top, same thing again, nice flap to keep the rain out. You can see even in my pack I've got enough for a large water bottle, sleeping bag, waterproofs, all sorts just in that side little pouch. There are a colossal number of molly attachment straps, or daisy chains as I would also call them, all the way around the bag. At every point you can see there's places for you to mount stuff, which is really cool. And then the bag actually comes with 2 molly pouches. There's one here that I've detached just to show you it detached. So it comes with 2 of these, the other one's on the other side here, so you can mount them on either side or anywhere you want really on the bag. So these are threaded through. They're a sort of standard army feature for putting either munitions or various pieces of equipment pouches, but for me I tend to keep things like bear spray, cord, waterproofs, survival equipment, that kind of thing in them. So the bag comes with 2 of those as well. So the great thing is you can take them off if you want to, make the bag a bit smaller, but on that kind of long weekend where you're out camping, you can put them both on the side just to increase the capacity. What I also like about molly pouches is I can put the stuff I want to grab during the day every now and then on the outside, so I don't have to keep rummaging through the main pack, which is kind of cool. The second thing that this has got, which I think is kind of cool, is it's got on the bottom here, you can see attached, they call it a rapid deployment pouch. Basically, again, there's another, I don't know, I'm going to guess 5-6 litres, something like that, capacity pouch here. And the cool thing about this pouch again is it's quick release. So let's say you're in camp, you've set up camp and you want to go out for a walk for an hour or 2 or go hunting, you can take this deployment pouch here, and he said, doing it one-handed, you can basically pull it straight off like that, which is awesome. So it quick releases, and the cool thing is it comes attached with either a sling that you can use around your shoulder or even tie it around your waist as well, just to keep it as a little fanny pack, as Americans would call it. So in here, this is where I would keep all my most important survival stuff. So I've got my first aid kit, I've also got things like water purifier, survival knife, gloves, that kind of stuff. So I would put the most important survival items in here. I think in this side little pouch I've got my tracker, and then in this little side little pouch over here I think I've probably got my headlight here. So that's a really nice feature as well. And again, if you're going out for less time and you want a little bit less of a smaller pack, you can just keep the rapid deployment pouch off, which is cool. And if you want a little bit more carrying capacity with a little more options, you can put that on. Just finishing off, you can still see there's absolutely tons of daisy chain attachments. There's tons of loops down here for ice axes. What's nice, if I turn it around on its side, is you've also got some really cool compression straps here for if your bag's not quite full, you can use a compression strap here and here just to tighten it up so things don't jumble around too much inside. And you can see the sheer amount of molly straps all the way down the side here. There's also a decent convenient carry handle on top, which I like. A couple of little D-rings for hanging stuff as well, which is always useful. Oh, and it comes with these morale patches, which I kind of like. These little Velcro that you can move around. They're quite fun. And then as we come around the front, we've got the company motto here, Veni Vici, Vidi Vici, which means I came, I saw, and I conquered. On the front here, they try and keep it minimalist. The army tend to try and avoid too much clutter on the front so that you haven't got stuff in the way of your weapons. These straps I find adjusted, they will clip up here. You've got a sternum strap that comes across, and you've got adjustable bits at the side. There's also a waist strap, but if I'm honest, it's a padded waist strap. If I'm honest, you almost don't need it. The bag sits, if you take the time to take about 5-10 minutes to just adjust it, you'll find that the bag is pretty comfortable even without a waist strap on, but you can obviously take that off if you want to, but I've left it on for the purposes of this today. That's pretty much it. You can see there's 2 D-rings as well on the front shoulder straps too. Do I have any gripes? A couple of very minor gripes. This padded section in the middle is very thick. It's waffled to try and allow a bit of air flow through, but it doesn't really. In my opinion, I would rather that was a removable thing from inside, so I could take it out sometimes in the summer, so I've got slightly less insulation against my back, just to keep my back a bit cooler. The only other gripe I would really have about this is it's a pretty heavy pack. Completely empty, this pack comes in at a whopping 4.5 pounds, which is pretty heavy. But I will, in its defence, say that if you remove the molly pouches and all of the rapid deployment pouches and strip it down to a little backpack that's just a kind of 25 litre, it actually comes in at just over £2, which is pretty equivalent to anything else out there. Whatever little gripes I have with this, I really like this backpack, and I just keep coming back to the price. I think when I recorded this, the price is under 80 bucks, which is insanely cheap for something that is so well made, with so many different options for setup and so many adjustments for various people's sizes. So there you go, that's a rather long but necessary walkthrough. This is the 3V Paratus 3-day operator's backpack. Bit of a mouthful, but at the price and for someone that's out for a weekend hiking or camping, this is an absolutely superb backpack.